Hello everyone, my name is Ricardo and welcome to my channel. I have started this tarot reading channel because I believe that we need a bit of guidance, especially in these times. So today I would like to start with the first reading for the month of October. I hope you will enjoy it. There are 3 piles of cards prepared right here. The Brussels, the Porto, and the Copenhagen. Please sit back, relax, think a little bit about the question that you have in your mind, what is awaiting for the month of October, and when you are ready, choose a pile. Down below in the video you will have the link for the exact stoppage for each of the 3 piles so that you don't have to scroll. I will give you 10 seconds now and let's go. Hi and welcome to Brussels. Now Brussels is a beautiful city. It was a great choice. I believe many nice things are looking forward for us, especially that Brussels is a nice city for October traveling. It is my favorite city, or one of my favorite cities here in Europe, so definitely I'm looking forward to this reading here. Now let's start with love and what the October has for us in terms of love. Okay, we have the 10 of Cups, the reversed 8 of Cups, and reversed 4 of Pentacles. Challenging times and take the lead. Nice. So basically what this wants to tell us is that the bonds between you and your family, or maybe between and your partner or your friend perhaps, are getting stronger. There might have been some challenging times, there might have been a bit of misunderstanding in the past, but that is completely normal. There is nothing to worry about that. Just lose those worries and focus on the positive side, because this is definitely making your family and all of your relationships much stronger. Now the 10 of Cups also wants to tell us with the Take the Lead card that probably this is a great month to have a step forward in terms of maybe moving in together, perhaps spending a bit of more time with your family, asking your partner for some serious things in the terms of moving forward with your love life. As for the single ones, I can see that really there is nothing to worry about, because basically all your choices are not going anywhere. You still have the right for the lead in your romantic life. Just don't be afraid to sometimes push a little bit, and the challenges will be overcome pretty quickly, and you are going to be really happy that you didn't resign on the romance. Now, as I said, October is going to be a great month for relationships. The relationships that are going to be started in October for you are going to be strong ones, probably quite long lasting. So the love is just around the corner as far as I can see. That is great news. Now let's take a look on the career. Career is always interesting. Now let's take a look on career. Career is always something that I find interesting. So we have the Page of Wands here, the Five of Swords, the Six of Wands. As for the energy card, we have the solar plexus chakra and the helpless and the hopeless. Well, sure. Now, this seems like you are perhaps on a learning path. Maybe you have just recently started a new project. Maybe there has been or will be very soon a promotion. Maybe a new position, a new vacancy that you are going to or you have just filled right now. So in October there is a lot of learning in front of you. Being the strong person that you are, especially when starting new projects, there might be a bit of competition at work or at your workplace, wherever you have started this project or taken this position. There might be a little bit of struggle from that, perhaps even slightly aggressive one, but don't be all hopeless for that. Now, everything that happens has definitely its reason, and sometimes the harder moments are what will make your success to be even stronger and long-lasting. Definitely what we can see here is don't be helpless. Don't be afraid to express yourself, picture yourself in a couple of months from now. Now choose any scenario that might be the rewarding one for you. Just picture yourself in the scenario where you will be finishing your projects, where perhaps the promotion has been a great success. I would say that you are going to lead the way quite nicely to that if you are just going to give a bit of the energy of success perhaps inside. So yeah, just put a little bit of energy inside those startups, inside those projects, inside that new position that you have just filled in recently. Your boss and your colleagues, you're definitely going to notice that. So something nice is waiting for you there. Now, there is a lot of hope in these cards. Basically, always starting something new is not easy at all, because you basically have to figure out how to proceed in the best way possible. But yeah, I think that this is going to go real nice for you. Now, I always like to kind of interconnect the finance part with the career path. The finance part is longly my favorite one. I always like to see the hidden hints on how to do with our finances. Now we have the Ten of Wands here, the Page of Cups. Ten of Wands being reversed is quite interesting for finances always, and the Knight of Cups, and the two energy cards being Find Balance and Release. Okay. Now this seems like you are looking for the right balance with your finances. Maybe you have just come, or you are very soon coming to a point where you are just going to settle everything. You are going to start making quite a nice living for yourself. That's why the Knight of Cups is looking forward here, looking for his bright future that is coming. You like to dream a lot, however. You are really a dreamer, and you always set your goals and your aspirations quite high, and that is really nice. But it is definitely important to release a little bit, put the feet down from the pedal, because not always having the biggest dreams and aspirations might just be the profitable part here. I can see that the financial stability that you are getting into is definitely going to pay off. You are going to create perhaps a small financial pillow. So that's why the 10 of Wands show us here that you are going to release that stress and everything that has been following you during the harder times in your life, because obviously the financial situation is always a bit of a struggle, especially in these times that there are some not so nice things in the world. But you are finding your balance, you are getting from that negative aspect of the finances. So yeah, just look forward. Definitely work hard, but not just hard, work also smart. That might be interconnected with the previous career path, perhaps a little bit. Be always positive, let narrow people feel the energy of success in you, and that is definitely going to pay off, as I said. Now I can just see that if everything is going as we expect here, which seems like a very promising future, then the much deserved holiday is just coming to you. Now that is great news. I hope you will enjoy that holiday as soon as possible. Hopefully all of those financial choices that you are going to do are going to go in the right direction, especially if we connect that with the career path. That seems like during those new projects the money is just going to start flowing, and since your relationships are getting stronger, so basically don't forget to thank your family, don't forget to thank your friends. They are the ones that support you in these kinds of situations, so always be ready to give it back to them. And perhaps once that desired holiday is going to come, take your friends with you. Why not? Invite them. Yeah? So I hope this reading was helpful for you, and I see you with my next video. Bye! Hi, and welcome to Porto. Now this pile of Porto is going definitely to be interesting already, just because the Porto and the Portuguese in general are very generous. Porto is a beautiful city. It always shows you something interesting, something new going on. It is a city of merchants, so there is definitely something to be traded, some nice income perhaps financially. Now let's see what the Porto pile has prepared for you in the possible outcomes for October. As for the love, we have here the Moon card, the Ten of Swords, Page of Pentacles, Base Chakra, and Choose Your Battles. Now that is very interesting. I don't usually like to have the Ten of Swords together with the Moon card mixed in all together. On the other way, the Page of Pentacles gives it a lighter feeling here. So what I feel that the cards want to tell you is that each relationship and any love, any feelings that you might have, they are at its strong and they are at its weak point as well. Now every relationship, every love has its moments of stagnation sometimes. That is perfectly normal. You should realize that. You should always realize that the life is always going to go up and down. There is no right, there is no wrong. It is just perfectly normal, because for you to be able to enjoy the happiness in the life, there always might be a bit of this, let's say, unlucky period, a little bit of sadness sometimes, but that always at the end of the things will only make you more and more happy. I mean, what else? If the life is always fun, how will we realize it's even fun? Am I right? So don't be too desperate about the love situation or about the relationship situation. It's all going to turn fine. You will definitely find your base chakra, which is your deepest, strongest power. You will move either from the past love that you had before to the current love life that is expecting you. You are going to have to choose to do that, of course. I mean, nothing just comes and goes. You are definitely going to have that choice made, and once you do the choice, your base chakra will just directly appear and it is going to be strong. There will be some new opportunity arising, maybe through the Page of Pentacles. So eventually everything bad, as I say, is good for something, and if you are really going to choose to let those perhaps stagnation moments in your current situation to just go away, choose to ignore it, or not ignore it, but just leave it behind, settle everything, connect with your base chakra, and the love is just going to start up as new. Or perhaps if you have been outside of a relationship now, just try to relax, try to let it go, because the love life has always a lot of things still prepared for you. So don't worry, because your opportunity will surely arise very soon. As for the career, we have here the Strength, we have here the Ace of Cups, and we have here the Star card. That's all together with the Heart chakra. Wow, that's really nice for the career and the dreams coming true. That's going to be rather interesting. Now you may be embarking a new, very, very fruitful project. Be it a completely new startup in your business, be it a big project at your workplace, maybe something really important that your boss has given you, that is going to be quite interesting. You are ready to work on it as of now, and that is basically your dreams coming true, because you have always been expecting this kind of chance. As for the Strength, it's you are not in it just by yourself, because you have a lot of friends, you have a lot of colleagues, you have a lot of business partners that are definitely going to support you. Your team is going to stand strong behind you, which will make basically the project or the startup to take off very strongly. There is going to be great success if you just take that energy that the universe has given you, basically, and just kind of let it flow all through your work things. That is just going to be great. Now, as for the creative part, I can see there is a strong creative part in this spread. Perhaps your project is a bit something that needs more creativity, and that is just the time to do that, because October will bring you that creativity. You will go exactly the direction that you need to go, and people are going to notice that. People are definitely going to notice that you have just chosen the right direction for for taking this project on. So don't just dream about it, don't just wish that the project is gonna go right, because you have a very strong heart chakra. You are in love with this project already. You don't, maybe it has not even come yet, but it is already a very strong connection. The universe is going to support you in that. So if you are just going to show that passion like you have always shown, this project is just going to blow everyone's mind. That was a really nice, really nice spread, I would say. Now, what we have here for the finance part. So for the finance part, we have the Four of Wands. We have the Wheel of Fortune. We have the Page of Wands and the Darkest Fears and the Rebuild energy card. Now, even though the Wheel of Fortune is turned upside down here, all together with the Four of Wands, yeah, even those reversed cards not always are exactly negative. Now, as far as I can feel from here, well, there is definitely nothing to worry about, because you will likely discover a new source of money. Perhaps there will be a bonus from the project that you have just started, and because of that creativity that you are going to put into it, it's just gonna turn up great, it's gonna turn up magnificent. So there is definitely going to be some new source of money. Either you are going to just be really lucky at work, maybe the project will turn off even better than you have been expecting. But the Page of Wands kind of wants to tell us that even though this is a great bonus for you, definitely not take that bonus lightly. Just don't spend everything, you know. Sometimes, obviously, when we get this kind of unexpected financial injection, we just want to go on a spending fee. We just wanna buy ourselves these designer clothes, and we just want to go for a nice trip, perhaps have a drink, have a party, go to a restaurant, yeah, take your partner somewhere nice to have a dinner, and that is definitely a great idea. Definitely strengthen those bonds, strengthen those friendship bonds, strengthen those work relations. I believe this is going to turn up quite nice for you in the financial way later on. Just important is definitely to stay calm, stay relaxed, just focus on those new projects that we have been talking about. And once that financial injection comes, make a bit of a cushion. You know, make a bit of a financial cushion. Don't spend everything. Just build that extra reserve, because you are definitely going to appreciate it. You are going to build on this reserve for the future times, and that will actually bring you even more success later on, because having this reserve, you will basically not worry that much anymore. All of those stressful feelings will just go away, because there will always be your financial reserve. So anything that you will need to go for later on will just pay off. So basically what we have here is once again a very interconnected spread altogether, because we have seen that the financial situation is going to get much better. There will be some unexpected sources of money, which are very, very likely coming from your hard work, from your creativity, from the strength that you're going to get at your career path. And obviously, as we talked about, the life goes up and down. There is always a small sacrifice that you need to give. So perhaps your long hours at work, building that great financial income is going to cost you a little bit of tough time in your relationships, but it is definitely going to pay off, because as we have seen here, we have the great base chakra there. So basically, once you are going to get that financial income in, when you are going to finish that project, very suddenly you are probably going to even feel stronger, feel safer, and your love life is just directly going to take off. So I hope this reading was a little bit of a guidance to you on what to expect in October, and I will see you in my next video. Bye! Hello and welcome to Copenhagen. If you have chosen Copenhagen, I hope that this city's prosperity will give you great luck in the upcoming month of October. Copenhagen is a beautiful city, and if you haven't yet visited, then I highly suggest you to do so. Now, as for the love spread, we have here the Lover's card, the reversed Ace of Swords, the Judgment, and for energy cards we have the Lover Bounds and the Simply Love. Alright. Now what you can sense perhaps from these cards is that there might be a small sacrifice that always has to be made, which the Ace of Swords and the Judgment card suggests. Basically, there is always something we need to sacrifice for the so-called greater good. In this meaning, we will be talking about the love sense. So maybe you want to find your new love. You are looking for your ideal partner, or perhaps just in the partnership, you want to make this relationship really more deep, more profound. So sometimes remember that a small sacrifice has to be made in order to make this relationship work even better. So perhaps you will have to go to this meeting that you haven't really intended to, and exactly there is where you will perhaps meet someone who will be interested in. Or maybe there is just this shopping day with your boyfriend or girlfriend that you really don't want to spend in, but just because of spending that and making that sacrifice of a couple hours, a couple minutes, that will actually make your bond much stronger. Of course, we are not talking just about relationship as in partner relationships. We can be also talking about friends. Sometimes making sacrifices for our friends is something that will make our relationship with these friends deeper. Now, maybe during this relationship of yours, there may have been some struggles. Don't concentrate on these struggles anymore. Let them go. Leave the past behind you, and concentrate on the pure love, on the simple love. Concentrate on the kind of primal feeling of love. Let the love flow through you, and you will certainly be much more happy. Now you are actually on a path to either renew maybe a relationship that had great bonds before, and in the last days or in the last months you haven't been strengthening these bonds because of course some other personal issues. So maybe there will be a great time for you to strengthen these bonds. Important, I would say, is for you not to worry, not to stress out, because everything will be just fine. You are on the path to really nice happiness. Okay. I believe this love message is actually quite positive, quite nice. Hopefully we can expect the same for the career. So we have the King of Swords here, and the reversed Six of Swords, and the Eight of Swords. And how about the energy cards? Refusing to see, rest and consider. So basically, you are quite good at what you do. Your efforts might not always be kind of appreciated by your colleagues. Your efforts might not be appreciated even by your boss. You perhaps are feeling a little bit frustrated. You are not seeing that your efforts are really not valued, and you are thinking about perhaps running and changing this. Now, although you would like to change this environment, it is sometimes a bit hard for you because you don't like to change things perhaps so often. Maybe you don't want to change because this job that you do is perhaps something that you have been dreaming of for a long time, but it might seem there are no other options left for you. So always try to envision, I would say, maybe as this card says quite boldly, rest and reconsider. So take your time, definitely don't make any rapid, any harsh decisions, but also at the same time don't just refuse to see what's coming, because sometimes not choosing something and just being in the middle of some struggle perhaps is not the best choice that you could make. So remember who you truly are. Consider what strengths you have when you are concentrated fully. How strong you can be when you give all of your best into what you do. And either try to then focus this concentration, this power, this energy, to leave the negative behind and just start a new chapter, even in the career that you are right now. Perhaps demonstrate your skills, keep your high standards, share this energy, and you'll see a turn will come. Possibly there will be a new option for you, because you have what it takes to move forward. You have what it takes to even do something, some higher position perhaps. Maybe you are on the path to being the manager. So absolutely don't forget of how strong you are, just because of the worries that you have in your work right now, because everything seems pretty fine. Everything seems as you have the strength. That's especially what the King of Swords is telling us, that if you are going to keep your head up, there will be brighter days coming very, very soon. And we have now the last couple of cards coming in, which are the finances section. Now, finances are my favorite part always, so let's see what they will bring us. We have the Queen of Swords, the Two of Swords, and the Hermit. The energy card is the clarity of belief and the new vitality. Now, when you're talking about money, you usually like to offer it to people, or maybe people are asking for it from you. Since you are quite well currently financially, or you are very soon going to be on it quite well financially, remember that when people are asking you money, not always it is a true necessity, and if it really is, then try to make some boundaries, try to set the right way, because the material things, they are not always so fulfilling. So maybe try to keep that in mind and try to pass that on to whomever will need this help, to whoever perhaps will ask for this money, even though it is not a necessity, because your heart is quite good. You have strong beliefs, you are very rich on the kind of the vitality power. You are always very open to others, and perhaps sometimes others can even take a bit of that from you. So try to pass that on, even if sometimes you are not feeling like it. Always try to keep the mood good, because helping others is sometimes what you really want to do. Now, when others are asking for this help, as I said, try to help them. Don't look away blindly. Don't just go the other way, but at the same time, don't make the choices too much about yourself. Maybe sometimes try to envision, try to ask the other people, what is it that they would need? What is it that they are in need for? And if so, if this problem is financial, then extend your hand, and you will truly find happiness in that. Sometimes a financial help doesn't need to be specifically about sharing your money with somebody. Sometimes it's just about sharing the way on how to profit, or sharing the way on how to save the money. So once you will be on this path, once you have someone who needs this help, definitely don't hesitate and give him this helping hand, because it's going to be quite well. It's going to feel as uplifting as never. Well, I believe again that these three spreads have been quite connected one to each other, because you are definitely going to find a strong relationship, and perhaps that strong relationship will be formed by the help, by the financial advice that you are going to give to your friends or to your loved ones. That seems as a nice opportunity perhaps to try to help them with their financial situation. And at the same time, since your career is looking quite promising, then it will be, of course, for you much easier to be of help. So just don't forget that things are looking very brightly for you. Don't forget that your family and your friends have been with you, and be strong, and believe. So I hope you have enjoyed this reading. I hope this gave you a bit of insight of what October may be bringing to you. And I will be seeing you at my next video. Bye!